Hello everybody and welcome back to Magnetic Institute's third lesson, which is B for blogging. And we're going to talk about blogs today and where do they fit in the five-step equation online. Now we've been talking about what the end user sees with your first step, your second step, your third step, so you're probably wondering why we're skipping over to blogging today. The reason is you have to have a really good understanding of your central hub and your location for your autoresponder to make sense, because that autoresponder is going to be an offshoot of your blog. So it's really important for you to understand it. Although they may see an autoresponder email from you first, for today's purposes, it's really important to understand the central hub of all of your marketing, which is your blog. Okay, so let's talk about blog versus website. If you have a website currently, you may want to consider switching to a blog. If you're just getting set up online, you will definitely want to start out with a blog. And blogs are running circles around websites these days, so you may want to consider switching if you have a website. And don't be concerned about the professionalism of a blog or not looking as professional as a website. That's simply not true. With a designer or they've got a lot of nice free themes out there, and they've even got really expensive template themes that you can upload for just a few dollars, as opposed to spending thousands on a website. You can make your blog look just as nice, if not nicer, than a website, and the functionality of it is going to really increase your chances of being able to monetize that site. So let's take a look. I've laid out some differences and why. Here are just a few reasons why a blog is so much better than a website these days and why everyone is choosing a blog. Websites are very expensive to set up. They can cost you thousands and thousands of dollars. I've seen them go all the way up to $30,000, $40,000. A blog is very inexpensive, and there are various levels. Obviously, to set up a blog, it's free, but if you want to have a designer design your blog for you, then that will cost a few dollars. If you want to use a free theme, you can have a more basic theme from a theme you can upload online. More details about that later, but blogs, hands down, are far cheaper than websites. With a website, you do need to have computer programming knowledge. With a blog, you don't. I see kids these days setting up blogs. It's very, very simple to set up blogs. A website can take weeks or months to set up, and you're at the beck and call and the mercy of when that programmer gets back to you. Any little change you have could take days to get feedback. It's a huge, long process if you want to set up a website and make it look professional. A blog you can have set up in 30 minutes and you can start stuffing content in it. As far as having a webmaster update your site, now think about it. I mean, I always think about a website as you've got crutches, and in order to do anything, you have to have that crutch or that webmaster or that coder almost act like your hands. You can't put in the content yourself unless you know how to code. Now, with a blog, you can log right into your blog platform, and if you can type on your computer, you can update your site, which is beautiful for content purposes. They're both shopping cart compatible, so you can make money off of both, which is great. Websites are not Web 2.0 very friendly these days. They're non-interactive. Blogs are very user interactive. People can post comments, so on and so forth. Don't let that sway you from not putting up a blog. You can turn off those comments if you don't want people to be able to comment on it. If you just want to post all the content out there for them to read and you don't want them to comment, that's easy to turn off. Search engines, Google, Yahoo, MSN, they love blogs. They don't like websites. So that's just another reason to choose a blog. The media. Remember, in the media, the two things that are most important are content and timeliness. Media wants the most up-to-date current content. Most often, website content is very old and outdated because you have to pay to have that changed. Most people don't have webmasters full-time on staff updating content every day, so a lot of the content stays stagnant. The media is not a big fan of that. If you've got a business and you want to be seen by the media, you should be definitely thinking about a blog. They're much more apt to look at your blog than they would your site. Keep in mind direct response marketing. A blog is much more prone for direct response marketing as opposed to a website that's more stagnant. A website often looks outdated. Blogs are very friendly. They look very up to date. They've got a lot of different things going on with video and opt-ins. It's just a lot more up to date and glamorous these days. websites, very difficult to install video. You have to have a media installed, and it takes a lot of coding. With a blog, it is extremely easy to install video, and to me, that's my favorite thing about blogs is the video. For example, after I'm finished with this video here, I can, at 2 clicks of a button, have it installed on my blog. I don't have to hire anybody to do it. I don't have to know any coding or any knowledge like that. It's just very simple to do. So let's take a look here at some examples of blogs. Blogs can be used for lots of different reasons. Starting with the top left, we've got Vince Del Monte's fitness blog. Vince does a ton of money every single month with his fitness blog. He's got his opt-in box, a picture of him, so he's self-branded. He's got his media player on the front that is rolling video. You've got our Magnetic Institute site on the right, which is also a blog. We've got the video player. Underneath the fold, you would see the opt-in box, and we've got videos and tutorials testing down the side. The bottom 2 are membership blogs, so these people are charging money every month for their blog. They've got some free content on the outside, and then underneath they've got the juicy stuff where you have to pay money to get into, and these 2 do really well as well. So a lot of people, and to be honest with you, I don't have anybody that I know that's doing marketing online and doing real internet marketing online and making a lot of money from it. Everybody's using a blog. So if you're a business or you're just starting out, definitely get involved with a blog. If you have a website but you don't know if you want to change over and change all that content over at once, maybe just link a blog tab from your website and just set up a blog and just link it together, and eventually you can just forward everything over to that blog. But if you're a little leery of, you know, discarding or trashing your website that you've spent so much time and money on, then just add a tab to your website and link to a blog. But in the end, you really should be having that blog be your forefront to your site. So really, blogs provide an extremely easy way to update and manage new content. It's easy to link up your autoresponder and the social media. Having your blog linked to Twitter and Facebook and YouTube or LinkedIn is a cinch at the touch of a button with a blog. It just is, it's just installing a plugin. So you can showcase products and services you sell. But one of the best things about blogs is, like I said, video. Nothing says or sells more than video in today's world, and blogs provide you with the free ability to communicate with the user via video. So now with YouTube, you can upload a video for free to YouTube and install it automatically on your blog with a couple clicks of the mouse or the button. So it's just a great way to get video out there and serve as a central hub. Think about it. When you go to a website, would you rather read all the content, or would you rather click a button and have somebody talk to you and explain to you about that product or service? So let's say you sell a certain type of gadget. Would you rather have a really pretty website where they had to read about that, or would you rather, with the 6 to 7 seconds that you have to get their attention, would you rather have a rolling video about your gadget or your product or your service where you can lure them in that first 6 to 7 seconds? Video will keep them on your blog longer than a website would with just having written words. So video is almost replacing written content on websites. So tomorrow we're going to cover the holy grail of online marketing, which is the autoresponder. And I'm also going to cover the 3 things you should focus on when you're starting out with an autoresponder. And this lesson alone tomorrow that lesson alone will set you apart from your competition. So make sure you check your inbox for the autoresponder tutorial, and have a great day.